Thokozani Bogogo, Thokozani Ditsala, Thokozani Bomkulu, Dr. Idlozi here. Today I just need to speak a little bit that topic where we had posted and we were asking about this marriage of two husbands, Gogo's Koteni. I'm going to be straight because I've received inboxes asking for me to say something about it, what our thoughts are. I'm going to be telling you what I have received. So what I will be speaking of today is based on my experience and also based on the messages received. Number one, I'm going to make you understand that this could be because of two aspects. Number one being the aspects of mimicking and bogus spirit guides. What do we speak about when we say so? If you don't have a very stern relationship with your own spirit guide, where you know them, you understand how they speak, you understand their ways, you understand their energy, sometimes you could be traveling in a place, spiritually so, where you get attached to these bogus and mimicking spirits. So they may give you a vision, they may give you a dream. If you are a person who hears the spirit guides, you may even hear them speak. And sometimes they speak similar to your own ancestors, to your own spirit guides, or Idlozi elhamba now, to a point where they learn. They are quite good at mimicking. So you could easily believe that the messages you are receiving are messages from your own spirit guide. Why does that happen, and why do the ancestors allow it? They allow it so that we grow. We grow in our power of discernment. We grow in our power of intuition. So you may find that they want to know whether you are aware. For instance, we are relying, or our clients are relying on divinations. In a divination room, the messages that I receive, am I able to discern between a bogus spirit that is telling me the messages to give to a client, or a spirit that is genuine? And then secondly, you could find that where Umkhulu's Koteni, because I don't know whether Umkhulu's Koteni is the Idlozi's Koteni, but perhaps where he comes from a place where the masculine rules, and therefore maybe in his impande or in his isgodlo, he needs to have more of the masculine energy. Therefore, he will need a second partner, and the second partner being a male. So then he would then say to Ugogo Skoteni, I need to have a second husband, and that I need to have a second partner or second person ozolekelela esigodlweni based on the type of responsibilities we have. And that person can only meet that gap if they are of masculine energy. Therefore, they would choose a man instead of a woman as a second partner for Ugogo. I'm saying this because it had happened to me in the journey that I travel with the group of ancestors that I was working with at that time. It had come to me that I will have two husbands, but that was discussed in spirit, because I remember even discussing it with Use Javas in some of our private discussions, and we wanted to discuss it, but I felt that it was not a topic for discussion at that time. So that was still in spirit, and later on, through prayer, through Ogupadla, I eventually decided that that is not the journey I wanted to travel. Because if it is still in spirit, it will eventually translate in physical form, where I have to now have two partners, and that is based on the type of journey that I was traveling and the type of ancestors that I was working with. Right? Based on the responsibilities that I will be given, this partner would have served a certain responsibility, and this one a different responsibility. And then fast forward, yes, I understand where Ugogo says, but like things will come bad if she doesn't act on that wish yagamkulu. It is true, because I too went through the same difficulties and challenges, where I was told that I will not be getting this and this and that as I had intended or I had wished in my life, because I chose to not go through that path. But those are some of the dynamics and intricacies that we may not understand in Idlozi. Right, so some people may say maybe Umkhulu is gay, that is why he's choosing a male, and some of these things, they don't make sense, and perhaps Ugogo Nai may also be confused. Yes, it could be confusing, but that is according to their own way of working, perhaps. So it could be mimicking spirits, where Umkhulu says, no, Mina, I don't want a partner, I don't even know where this is coming from. Yeah, but how does that happen? It could happen that perhaps Umkhulu ngaleso skati has gone elsewhere, and then these mimicking spirits, they take that window period and give you these visions and dreams, and at that time you believe ukuthi Umkhulu. Or secondly, it could be because of their way of working. So I hope that this topic now makes sense. That is why I say the spiritual path is not a one-size-fits-all. It is a path that we may not all necessarily understand, or a path where we may not necessarily be working the same way, or seeing things the same way, or doing things the same way, or hearing things the same way. So, design.